Okay, just doing a walk through the garden. This is the climbing rose. It was dark purple. It's got some new growth since I pruned it a little bit and gave it some Miracle Grow or rose food. Got some of those petunias growing again. Back there's the Dusty Miller. There's Artemisia. It's so soft and pretty. Whee! But it's ground cover. That's a petunia I moved. I forget what that's called, but it looks a lot like Morning Glory. But it's supposed to be ground cover, so it spreads. There's more petunias. And there's my lavender, finally blooming a lot. It decided it was ground cover and spread like a bush. More petunias. Different color. I forget what this is. I did save the tags, but I forget where I put them. The Foxglove. Look at how big it's getting. It's got like offshoots and it's going in a little spiral. We've only had a butterfly visit it though. But that thing takes a lot of water. The Aloe Vera. I don't think I showed it before. Another thing that's supposed to be ground cover. It kind of looks like a weed. But I thought it was pretty. I haven't transplanted it yet. And look at this. Blue Girl is recovering beautifully. All these new growths. And ever since I put the Miracle Grow in, she hasn't had a beetle on her. So, I keep saying Miracle Grow, but it's actually, I think it's Scott's rose food. So I guess, just like with humans, if you have the proper nutrients, you can fight off parasites. There's the celosia. I can't believe it's still blooming. It's been on there for a while. The other one, it broke when I was transferring it. Another type of salvia. That turned dark purple. It was like a burgundy before. And another one of those clearance rack ones. I don't remember what it's called. Something else real pretty. The morning glories, which I have to add those to the pot. Got pansies from a seed. They're doing well. There's lobelia that's coming back. 2 different shades of purple. Pepper. Well, they ate the pepper plant a little bit. Another type of salvia there, which is starting to sprout more. So I guess it'll bloom later. Our tomato plant, which also takes a lot of water. We had to pick off a tomato that was turning orange, and we thought it was almost ready, and we turned it over and it was half eaten by beetles. And I think it was a different kind of beetle. There's the dill. I just picked off some dead parts of that dill. It's going to seed already, look at that. But my fingers still smell like dill. The oregano's coming back. Curly parsley's doing well now that there's drainage. That's cilantro, and those flowers are the cilantro. Cilantro's nuts. The purple basil hasn't stayed purple. I don't know if that's because of nutrient imbalance or something. I'll have to look it up. But this is the basil they keep going after. You can see all the holes in there. And it's got a lot of new growth to make up for it. And it's been going to seed. So I might take some of these little sprouties with the pretty flowers and put it inside. There's the rosemary, which is kind of like, hasn't done much. What's it called? I forget what it is. Citronella. It does smell, but I was hoping it would deter some things. Mexican heather, a bamboo plant, which I bought a dowel rod to try to train it to keep going in a spiral. My fairy garden is finally done. It's got Irish moss. That's called a miniature evergreen or something. It doesn't really look like it. It's a succulent. A couple little climbing ground cover things. Now that looks like a miniature pine tree, but there's false cypress and something else I had to prune a lot. And there's that little black fern type thing. And the gazing ball. I stuck it in there to bring more energy to the trees. So once they recover, it'll be good. This one does not like a lot of rain or sunlight. I had to move it, but that's pretty. And that's it now. The lilies have not come back, and the other lobelia decided to give up, so that's all we got outside. Quite a bit of plants, probably too many, but probably next paycheck I'll bring home a couple more. It's just how it is. All right, I'm gonna do some cards now.